I was really disappointed. Kefir's just not quite thinking it all through. All right, guys, I have grown to love this season, or like this season. But for the very same reason that I have decided to like this season, or a little bit different reason, I hate it. That doesn't make any sense. Basically, I've learned a lot more about this season, and there's a few things, some things that people have convinced me, okay, this season actually is awesome. I've maybe been given a little bit too hard of a time, but then there are some things that I've learned that I'm like, I'm so mad about it. It's not a good idea. I wish the devs would fix it. Here we go. I am going to hopefully not die to this guy. Yeah, we're gonna... Dang it. You got me twice? Wow. I didn't even want to get hit once. Okay, so the first reason that I've been convinced that this season is good, regardless of all of my frustrations with it, is because everything in the season is a bonus. Okay? So basically, what I mean by that, there is no cost to this season. Okay? There's nothing in this season that it's like, oh, you got to spend a bunch of resources. This isn't like one of those challenges where they're like, hey, you got to use the best weapons in the game to accomplish it, and it's going to cost you a ton, but you get a pretty good reward at the end, or maybe you don't even get a good reward. It's nothing like that, okay? Nothing about this update has that. You get good rewards if you grind, but more importantly, it doesn't cost you anything. Basically, right now I'm doing Odin's, which is the way to get rich in this game, and all of the points that I get are bonus. All of the rewards that I get are bonus. And so as much as I'm frustrated about it, as much as I think they missed a really big opportunity, which I want to talk about here soon, I've also recognized that it's all a bonus. I can't complain when it's all a bonus. I already liked the game Frostborn, and now they added ways to get even better stuff. So that's the first thought that I have, is basically I can't complain. It's only a bonus, and I want to just basically honor the devs that thank you for adding a season that was just a bonus. You didn't make us grind for something extra. You didn't add this big obstacle course for us to go through and lose a bunch of weapons to get some rewards that might be a little bit better. And so I just want to start off with that. It's all a bonus. And the second thing this is more the love and hate relationship. So that's all good. Love the season because of that. It's a big factor in loving the season. And but the second reason that I like the update, and as I look at the numbers, they're a little bit different than I was maybe at first thought, is that the first portion of the season is very free-to-play friendly. You can get some really amazing stuff. They also added some stuff I didn't notice, which I want to show you guys here as soon as I get through this door and into safety. So one of the things that they've added, you can see as early as level 12, they added steel plates. There were not this many steel plates in the open beta. They added more steel plates in the free-to-play section. You can see, here's some more at level 46, and here's some more at 52, and here's some more at 59. So steel plates is a very pay-to-win aspect of this game. You can't really get steel plates. Now you can trade with pay-to-win players as a free-to-play player, but they're very rare for free-to-play players. So the fact that they added that in the free-to-play section is really fantastic. And then when you look at the scaling, so this is where it gets into my love and hate relationship. So when you get to the scaling, it's actually really good. It's very easy to get to level 50, and then it starts getting really intense after level 50. It starts going up like 5,000 points to 6,000 points each level after 50. So it's very easy to get to level 50. Personally, I don't think this staff is worth that much. If you can get there, great, go for it. These iron bars are obviously not worth much. These tin plates are not worth it. And these stone blocks are not worth it. So in my opinion, if you're a free-to-play player, you should be shooting to get to 46. You get steel plates, you get like 5 horses through the course of this. You get the silver. I think if you're a free-to-play player, it's really pretty easy to get 60,000 points. So do Odin's like I'm doing right now. Odin's is the best way to get rich anyways, and all of these bonuses are going to be an addition. Basically what you're already getting. You're getting some really good stuff. You're getting some orbs of protection, which are really nice for free-to-play players. We can go on vacation. You get the best dagger. Like there's just some really good stuff that you're going to get. You get this dragon support staff. And really what I would say to everyone, okay, every single person that plays Frostborn, if you're kind of like, I'm just not feeling it right now, I don't want to do Odin's, I've already done Odin's a ton, I don't want to grind for those 60,000 points, you need to go for level 20. It's so easy. You can do it by doing the Sanctum 3 times only, and you can get 9,000 points easy. That's going to give you your backflip, which is a cool emote that I don't know if they're going to let us get it otherwise. Like, it's for the free-to-play players. Get your emote, and then it's going to get you the best support staff for damage dealing in the game. This is the best weapon for a sorcerer, for sometimes a healer, depending on what kind of team composition you have. It's, I think, the best weapon for an archmage. This is a really good weapon, and you can get it by just hitting level 20. So everyone should go for that. You're also going to get like 3 horses from that, or maybe just 2 horses, but you're going to get armor and weapons and steel plates. It's 2 horses, but that's still good for a free-to-play player. Anyone can do that. It's literally 3 hours of playing, and you can get to level 20, okay? Go play for 3 hours, get to level 20, get your backflip, get the best support staff in the game, go play for 3 hours. And if you just play a little bit longer, you can get an extra big orb of protection, which is, you know, pretty valuable. 4 hours if you want the orb of protection, go do it. Go do Odin's, which is what I'm doing right now, which is going to get you the best stuff anyways, okay? Odin's is already, one of the things I love about Frostborn is they did not make the game super grindy. So if you do Odin's just a few times, you can have some of the best items in the game. So the reason why I don't like it, the reason why it's a love-hate relationship with this exponential scaling is because it shows that it's very friendly to pay-to-win players. And I don't mind the devs being friendly to pay-to-win players that much. But I did learn about this, and it's going to bother some of you guys. So I'm going to tell you, I don't think you should be as bothered as I think you're going to be, but I do think it makes sense that you're bothered some. So here's the thing. So right now it goes, it's not so bad, not so bad, not so bad. And then at level 50, it's like, okay, it gets crazy. So getting even the free rewards is a lot of grinding. It's hard. Dragon Shield and Sword, Black Northern Wolf, awesome stuff. Hard to get for free-to-play player. You got to grind for it. You can do the premium plus 10 for $10 to get you past that hump. But then once you get the premium plus 10, that's where this game, this is the new information. Here you go. This is what happens when you get the premium plus 10. You can then spend $2 to get 1 more level, or you can spend $6 to get 5 more levels. And I haven't tested this. Obviously, I might test it on the pay-to-win account. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get this ad infinitum, okay? Now, is $6 worth these, 6 dragon chests or 5 dragon chests? I don't know. You're getting some good stuff, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. It's not that bad for pay-to-win players because it's not like steel walls, right? And steel walls in this game is the most pay-to-win aspect of this game. Especially when it's on discount, you're talking about thousands of hours of grinding, which it's less grinding now that you can get more copper. This game just changes so much. It changes so much. It's hard for me to even keep track of all of the numbers. I don't know how long it would take to grind this many metal walls. It used to be over 1,000 hours to grind for this, but now that with the winter zones, it's a lot easier to get maple, it's a lot easier to get copper. It's probably down to, you know, maybe 400 hours, maybe, no, probably more like 600 hours. I don't know. I haven't done the math, but it's still crazy pay to win that someone can spend, especially when it's 80% off, which happens pretty often, you know, a few dollars and get 600 hours worth of grinding. So this update is not like that. You're not getting these crazy rewards. And one thing that I love about Frostborn, it's very different than Kefir's other games, is let's say someone is pay to win and just starts gymming, you know, even though it's costing them like $1 a weapon. They're like, these weapons are awesome, I'm gonna do it. So they buy a ton of these weapons, right? Well, who's gonna get those weapons when they suck at PvP and they go into the zone and 3 free-to-play players play smart and gang up on them? The free-to-play players. So honestly, this is one of the things that I love about Frostborn. They could buy silver and gold anyways, okay? That it doesn't change the game. You get these awesome weapons, well, the free-to-play players are going to get them anyways. Anyone who's good at PvP is going to get those weapons from them. So it doesn't hurt the game. None of these items are personal items except for the armored horse. So what goes around comes around. However, that being said, what bothers me, what frustrates me is Kefir missing out on a really special opportunity to make it to where free-to-play players could get enough coins to get their repair table. And technically it is still possible. Technically you could go in and you could get you could grind for the 280,000 points, which is going to take you about 5 to 6 hours a day for 21 days. We're talking about 120 hours of really intense playing. Like, I've gotten my son to play for about 2 to 3 hours a day. He's getting like maybe 1,500, 2,000 points for like 2 hours. That's not what I'm talking about. That is not efficient. I'm getting, I think I can get about 3,000 to 5,000 points an hour if I'm working, you know, at it. If I'm on a more high level account, I can get over 6,000 points an hour, but I'm using my resources to do that. So, and then when your base will get unorganized if you're just bringing stuff home, and if you just leave the stuff at Odin's, then you're going through a lot of resources. So, realistically, it's only the people that have no life. Or not, you have a life, you're having fun playing Frostborn. Maybe you're a kid, you're enjoying playing Frostborn. You guys can get your repair table for free. And that's still a step in the right direction for Kefir. I've never seen Kefir give out free coins even for people that grind like crazy. And the fact that they're not making us waste a bunch of resources to get this is very exciting. But I'm sad because it's a missed opportunity. And it seemed like they were planning on letting us have that opportunity in the open beta. So it's really an expectation failure. I really thought they were going to give us more than they did. So that's a bummer. And I just feel like Kefir's just not quite thinking it all through. Like, something in the breakdown is not thinking it all through, because just having a few players grind constantly, I don't think is going to help the YouTube algorithms nearly as good as if they had all of their players grinding a little bit every day. Okay, if there's 5% of the population of Frostborn is grinding, 15 hours a day, I'm sure it'll help with the algorithm some. But what's going to really help the game is if they've got 90% of their players grinding at least an hour a day. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that. I don't know all the algorithms, but that is how YouTube usually thinks. So as I've said in those other videos, I think what they need to do is they need to make it to where you get like a 2 or 3 times bonus 1 hour a day, or maybe a 2-3 hour bonus for 30 minutes a day, 2 times bonus for an hour, and then like just keep scaling it down, and then eventually it's like half points or 1 quarter points, so that the people that are just wanting the best rewards, they're gonna just keep grinding, like they just want it. But it's going to give that people that focus of like, okay, I need to get on for that 1 hour a day. I need to get on for that 2 hours a day and really maximize my time. I think that's going to give them their best numbers, but could be wrong on that. I'm not saying I'm an expert on this, but I do think that I have learned quite a bit about Google and how they think as I've been doing YouTube. It seems like it'd make a bigger difference. I hope they at least test it out. And it's not like Frostborn isn't making a crazy amount of money per download. If you guys watched my video that I did on my tutorial channel about why Kefir, just type in YouTube, why Kefir keeps ruining updates. It is, man, I put a lot of thought into that video. I think you're gonna love it. But I show in that video that Frostborn is making like $5. Like they only got 100,000 downloads in the last month, but they got $500,000 in revenue. So obviously per download, a lot of those people spending the money are people that didn't download it last month, right? But still, they're making a lot of money because the game is fun and people like spending money. And the truth is, it's pretty easy to get all the max gear. Like when I finish Odin's this one time, I'm gonna get all of those gold caches. It's gonna be, in fact, I could probably open a gold cache right now. And that's the best gear in the game. You know what I mean? Like, and then I get all the season rewards on top of it. So honestly, I've decided I like this season. It's not, the only reason I was so disappointed is because I think that Kefir really missed an opportunity. What I think they should have done is they should have made it the 66,000 points to get to here as they had it. And then I think they should have made it to where every chest you get afterwards goes up by 500. Maybe it starts at 1,000 and 1,000 points for a chest. And then it goes up to 1,500 and 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. Maybe you started at 3,000. I don't know. The point is, every chest gets more difficult to get. You make it to where free-to-play players are like, yes, okay, I got my first gold coin. I just need one more to get the repair table, or I need two more to get the repair table. So I'm gonna keep grinding for it, and it gets a little harder, and it gets a little harder, and eventually it gets so hard that you gotta, pay for it or whatever that is. But you make it to where you're giving people that taste. I don't know, just being generous. Honestly, I really think that the reason Frostborn is doing better than all of other Kefir's games as far as people spending money is because the game feels generous, and people like spending money when a game is generous with loot. And they're like, I want to support the game anyways, I love it, type of thing. All right, I'm gonna open these chests. If I can get 3 gold pendants, then I can open a gold cache for you guys and just show you. If those of you who are new might not know how amazing a gold cache is. If I don't open this video, go watch one of my other videos, but a gold cache has the best stuff in the game. So if you're doing Odin's over and over again, like I have been on this account, you're gonna get so many rewards. It's gonna blow you away. And then on top of that, you get the season rewards. So that's why I've just decided I like the season. Like, I was really disappointed that it seemed like the devs were gonna be extra generous, like way more generous than they've ever been, that we've ever even dreamed of Kefir being. And so I got my hopes up, is really what it boils down to. But at the end of the day, I like Frostborn as it is, and this season only adds to it. There's no penalty. The season is not a big grind thing. Yeah, I really like that. All right, on this guy. And a bunch of silver and wood, but nothing in the gold department. So I don't think I'm going to get the gold pendants that I need in this episode, but I'm definitely going to get it by the time I finish this. This time I run through Odin's. And but you guys have seen, hopefully you guys have seen some of my other videos and know that getting those gold pendant caches, especially as a solo player, is going to just be amazing. And honestly, if you've got a team and you're like, man, I can't solo Odin's, great, that's fine. You are still going to get a ton of points really quickly, even faster, if you go through it as a team. They're still going to get rich. Doing Odin's is the way to get rich. And you're still going to get a lot of points. You're going to be able to easily get to level 20 for sure, which everyone should be getting to level 20. So basically, let me recap real quick what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this update has to be good. I have to say it's good just because it's all bonus. Okay? Everything you get is bonus. There's no grind anywhere. There's no pointless tasks anywhere. It's just play the game and you get more stuff. They added the backflip for free-to-play players, which is kind of cool. There's none in the pay-to-win section. There's nothing that is like personal that changes the dynamics of the game. They can get more of the dragon weapons faster, but then you can just kill them in the zones and take their weapons from them, and so you get it. So it still helps free-to-play players, which is one of the things I love about Frostborn. The exponential curve makes it pretty easy for anyone to get to level 46. That's where every free-to-play player should be shooting. Get to level 46. I'm definitely going to be doing that on this account. I'm going to try for more. I really do think it might be possible. We'll see. We'll see if the devs help us out later on in the season to give us some more points. I really want my repair table on this account, and the only way to do it, I actually deleted my repair table on this account because it was not available to free-to-play players, and so now I want to go earn it, legit as a free-to-play player, because you used to be able to craft the repair table as a free-to-play player. It was crazy. It was a different time back then. So I want to go for it. I want to get those coins. So I'm going to try for it, but everyone should at least get to 46. This is where everyone should be shooting for. It's very attainable, and it's a lot of rewards. I mean, this is a lot of rewards that you can get for doing that. So yeah, this is easy. And if you're going as a team, doing Odin's as a team, doing like I've shown you guys how to do Odin's with spears. Okay, you're wealthy enough to do it if you've got at least one teammate. You can do this, and so go do Odin's. If you do it as a duo, you're going to get it even faster. I mean, if you're doing it as a 4-man team, you're going to be able to do Odin's really quickly, and even though you're splitting the points, you're going to do it so fast with so few resources that it's still going to give you a lot of the same points per hour of spending, and you're going to use a lot less resources to do it. So even if you're a team or if you're solo, then you're going to do it. Now, a little trick for if you're more pro and you're like, yeah, I want to do both with my team, is y'all can do it as a team, and then you can split up to all 4 of you, match each other in raids. If you're the same level, you can match each other in solo raids so that you get a 4-day shield, and then go do Odin's. That's going to reset your Odin's because you broke from a team to individual. Go do it as an individual, and then get back together as a team when it resets, and do it again. And so that's one little trick. It lets you do Odin's more often, lets you get richer. A lot of people that are trying to grind for a lot of class points, they do that. They'll go back in and out as a team to be able to do Odin's more often and get more points. It does a lot of playing, but you get a lot of points. And in this case, you're not only going to get a lot of points for this, you're going to get a lot of resources, you're going to get all of these amazing things, but on top of it, you're going to get the extra rewards from the season. So this is definitely the time. If you're going to go intense on this game, this is the time to do it. And then to finish the recap, if you're premium, if you're going to spend money, try to get up to like as close to 46 as you can, and then start doing the premium plus 10. And then after that, you're going to be able to do premium plus 5 for $6, and just keep cranking up that, get those levels, get those rewards based on what they're worth to you. You're funding the game with those new dragon weapons. If you do it that way, you're going to get a bunch of dragon weapons, and then if you die in a zone, you're blessing some free-to-play players. So go for it. I'm definitely going to try to do that on my pay-to-win account. Just get a ton of dragon weapons, and then be able to give them out when people kill me, or when I just give them away. And then finally, I still am disappointed, but not because it's not a good update. I'm like, okay, it's a good update, it's a good season, but it's a missed opportunity. In my mind, they really missed the opportunity to basically give gold coins to to people that don't grind insanely. And if they did that, then they would have really just created an amazing feel in the environment, in the Frostborn feel. They would have had lots of people playing more. So that's my opinion. I think that they would have gotten even better in the algorithm. And right now, in my opinion, Kafir, if you're listening to this, your problem is not making money in Frostborn, right? You're already making a lot of money per download. Your problem is Frostborn's not exploding. This is a decent season for getting your ratings up, all that stuff, but how much better could it have been if you had done what y'all originally had in the OBT, getting more excitement, more high reviews. You need Frostborn to take off if you're going to translate that money into something bigger. Frostborn's making half as much as Last Day on Earth with getting, 1/8 the amount of downloads. So, I don't know. I just think, guys, stop worrying about making money. You're already making crazy money. Start worrying about making the game explode, which is going to start by being more and more generous. That's what you used to do with Last Day on Earth. That's why Last Day on Earth exploded. The game was incredibly generous when you first started. It's super pay to win now, but it wasn't back then. That's why it exploded. So be generous with Frostborn. So all that to say, it's a good update, great update, huge disappointment because it still missed a very big opportunity. You could have helped propel the game even further. Good update, missed opportunity. I don't know how to say it any other way than that. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.